Unfortunately, still no word on the Nashville couple missing since the attacks in Brussels earlier this week, but there is new information about other Americans caught up in the explosions. Kenneth Craig has the update on the frantic search for the terrorists responsible for these deadly bombings.
Ongoing raids in Belgium have netted at least 6 arrests linked to Tuesday's airport and subway bombings. Police approached one man who was sitting with a young girl at this bus stop.
They told him to stop. He tried to do something. Boom, boom, 2 shots.
Other raids like this one in Brussels may also be connected to last year's bombing attacks in Paris, which have been linked to this week's attacks in Belgium. Members of law enforcement are looking for 2 people. One seen with the 2 suicide bombers at the airport, the other seen with the bomber at the subway station. At least 2 Americans are among the dead, but their identities have not been released. Separately, CBS News has confirmed Dutch siblings Alexander and Sasha Pinchowski, who lived in New York, were killed.
The first blast went off over to my right.
Mason Wells is a 19-year-old Mormon missionary who was severely burned in the airport bombing.
I was covered in a fair amount of blood, and not necessarily mine even.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry laid a wreath in Brussels to express his condolences to the Belgian people.
We will continue to provide any assistance necessary in investigating these heinous acts of terrorism.
At least 10 FBI agents are in Brussels to help with the investigation. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Brussels, Belgium.
Back here, volunteers in Nashville are spending this Good Friday preparing to serve those in need. Organizers at the Nashville Rescue Mission say they'll hand out more than 4,000 meals to the homeless this Easter weekend. The traditional lunch begins in less than an hour. There's also a Good Friday worship service at the shelter's chapel. Many volunteers, including families with their kids, were there early this morning to serve breakfast, saying it is a blessing to be involved.
Most would describe me as a compassionate person. I just enjoy being able to visit with the people as they come through, and it means a lot to me to be able to be here.
Some students on spring break from out of state were also part of the crew. If you can't volunteer but you want to help with a donation, we've got a link to the rescue mission on our website, newschannel5.com.